This is CueCam Presenter. I'm going to quickly run you through the basics. It's going to supercharge your video calls, all your teaching, remote teaching, getting materials together, and it's going to just help you make content really easily and effectively with live editless production. You get a virtual camera that you can use in any app on your Mac, and you don't have to fiddle about with the OBS to get things like screen shares right here, friction-free. We can bring it in, we can bring it out. We can also take our iPad, I'll take my iPad, and I can just draw. Well, I can use a laser pointer. I can just draw directly on top of what I'm sharing, and I can even zoom in to focus on some particular part of the screen that is of interest. So if you're doing a tutorial or something, that's really useful. And of course, I'm picture-in-picture down here. You can turn that on and off, and you can also use live titles. So if I want to say that's a pencil, I just go pencil. And that's going to I just put an underline, I said the word, and there it was. You can add a second camera with Shoot. So this is wirelessly connected. It's all just communicating two ways. And it also means I can do things like zoom in directly from my Mac. So you see, I've just grabbed my mouse. I can change the white balance, kind of make it a bit cooler, a bit bluer. And, you know, I could also be picture in picture here and have an overhead camera. And that's always going to work really well. You can play back videos. So this is just a little video. I can loop it. I can do whatever with it. But that's also embedded directly inside the document. So if you wanted to send this script to someone else, then they get the videos, they get the music, they get all the bits and bobs that you've added. You can also share a window, and that can have sound. So say we've got a YouTube video like this, I can just share the window, press play. We get the sound as well. So try doing that without a headache in anything else. And how does this all work? Sounds like it must be quite complicated. Well, actually, it just looks like this. It just looks like a script. So you set up your script. You have these little cards. I think I can draw. You've got these little cards here. And each one of those basically says what's going to happen next. So if I just stop the presentation, press start, see, come into the music. We come to the first slide. It brings up the title. These are just text. It's sort of markdown style format. So very little effort. You can edit this, you can add music, and you can just sort of run through the script and just like, it's going to go to this right place with the camera. You can see we've got all the controls here. So really powerful, but also like really straightforward if you don't want to sort of like have too much mental overhead when you're presenting. And that's the whole point of this. So it's content first, gives you best practices on everything. I just can't wait to see what you do with it.